Army clarifies arrest, detention of soldier for converting from Islam to Christianity. Army said the soldier is in custody for violation of some provisions of the Armed Forces Act. It disclosed the soldier absconded for about 6.5 months, resulting in the declaration of the soldier on absence without leave (AWOL). The Nigerian Army hierarchy has debunked claims that one of its soldiers, Lance Corporal Musa Adamu, is arrested and detained for converting to Christianity. The military brass said Adamu wasn't arrested because he converted from the religion of Islam to Christianity and started preaching the gospel. Rather, the army soldier is in detention for violating certain provisions of the Armed Forces Act. Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Onyema Nwachukwu, made this known in a statement titled "Nigeria Army Soldier Not Detained for Religious Affiliation." He said the report claiming Adamu was detained was misleading and spurious. It reads, "Contrary to reports being circulated in the social media that a corporal of the Nigerian Army, Lance Corporal Musa Adamu, is in detention for converting from Islam to Christianity and preaching the gospel. The reality is that the soldier is in custody for violating some of the provisions of the Armed Forces Act. The awful report is not only a misrepresentation of the true situation, but an outrageous falsehood tainted with religious bigotry, being peddled against the Nigerian Army, a professional institution guided by well-established ethics and traditions in all its activities and administration of the personnel. This is aside the unbiased premium of placed accorded the spiritual concern and growth of personnel, as well as the sensitivity it attaches to religious practices amongst personnel. To set the record straight, Lance Corporal Musa Adamu, a personnel of the Amphibious Training School, was attached to 63 Brigade to participate in ongoing operation, during which he was found preaching in uniform on a social media platform in violation of the extant social media policy for the Armed Forces of Nigeria. This prompted his invitation for interrogation by relevant authorities. Rather than present himself for the investigation, he absconded for about 6.5 months, resulting in the declaration of the soldier on absence without leave (AWOL). Okay. The action of the personnel violates Section 58 (AB), obstruction of provost officers, and Section 59 (AB), absence without leave. It must be clarified that once a personnel is absent from his unit for 7 days without any justification, he will be declared on AWOL. This automatically triggers the freezing of his salary account until the personnel returns to unit and is arraigned and sanctioned. It is equally important to state that contrary to the erroneous impression that a soldier is being victimized for converting from Islam to Christianity and for preaching the gospel, the soldier was rather taken into custody for interrogation and pursuant of statutory provisions enshrined in the Armed Forces Act Cap. 20, the laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, which the soldier contravened. His detention is therefore not unlawful. It is expected to point out that each and every personnel of the NA functions under a corps or department with stipulated statutory responsibilities, manned by qualified personnel trained effectively to execute those duties. Hence, religious affairs of the NA are handled by designated clergies in the Directorate of Chaplain Services, Protestant, Roman Catholic, and Islamic affairs. Personnel of these directorates are the ones mandated to conduct all religious activities and cater for the spiritual needs of all personnel of the Nigerian Army, both in the theaters of operations and within the barracks. The question begging for answer is, if the Nigerian Army allowed the soldier to change his religion, why would the army victimize him? It is ironical, therefore, that an institution that promotes the spiritual well-being of its personnel is alleged to have detained the soldier on the expression for his faith, even when it is abundantly clear that he has the opportunity to also change his corps to any of the army's chaplaincy. The Nigerian Army will not be hesitant to state that it is guided by ethics, traditions, and military laws, which directs personnel on their conduct. Violations of these ideals and statutory stipulations evoke sanctions irrespective of the faith of the offender. Consequently, the Nigerian Army denounces the libelous publication capable of causing disaffection amongst personnel, as well as bringing disrepute and distractions to the Army from its trajectory of discharging its constitutional mandate to protect the territorial integrity of Nigeria, particularly at this crucial time that it is turning the tide against insurgents and other criminal elements across the country. The general public are therefore enjoined to ignore the baseless reports aimed at scoring cheap goal by denigration an institution totally committed to the restoration of peace and stability in Nigeria. The support of the good citizens of this country is paramount to the success of the army at this crucial time, and not unfounded and unconstructive narrations. Well, what are your opinions on this? Make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and to share this video with your family and friends so that they know what is going on